Hello.
Hello.
What's up, y'all? It's Erin.
And Nicole, this is Dude That's Fucked Up.
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah.
Hope you're good. Hope you're well.
Hope you're excellent. Hope
Yeah.
you're being excellent out in the world.
You better be.
You better be. Oh, you better be. Shut up.
Shut up. Oh! Okay. If you guys have never watched Kennedy Davenport do Little Richard on
Snatch Game,
you got to stop this podcast right this minute and go watch it on YouTube.
Just like a quick compilation of clips. You don't you don't
have to watch the whole Snatch Game.
No. There's even just the introduction, like, oh, and who do we have here? Oh, it's Little Richard. And it's like, oh.
It's so dumb and so good.
It's so dumb. Yeah. It doesn't even, I'm like, that's not Little Richard. You know, like, it's not one of those impressions. But that's the thing about impressions, right? It's like, if you can find something that's funny, it doesn't have to be accurate. Like, no, it's just funny.
It's just, it is a caricature.
Yes.
Yeah. Of that famous person. It's great.
Oh! Shut up.
Shut up. All right. Oh, God. Well, we're already very giggly this evening.
It's happening.
I hope you're ready to be giggling with us because... What a silly thing we do here.
Oh, my goodness. Especially tonight's topic. So fucking stupid.
So dumb. Before we get to it, though, do we have any business?
Business? No, I don't. Do you?
I just want to say, go to wherever you listen, whether it's like, iTunes or like whatever, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Give us a 5-star review, please.
Love.
If you have never, just like, you don't even have to write anything. You can just say, I love you, or hi, or just the 5 stars.
Great pod.
Yeah, just, because that's how people find us in the algorithm.
And also, you can counteract some of the shitty ones that are rude. So, if you haven't left one yet and you like us and you like this #free premium content that we give you, then we would love to know it. We would love to be in the know, as they say.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, we're just here not knowing what's going on.
We're just speaking into a void,
Yep.
So that's my only business. That'd be cool. If everybody that's listening right now just took a quick sec and did that real quick, that'd be
I love it.
Super sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, anything fucked up for you this week?
Oh my gosh. Well, I was just saying, I'm like, it's no secret my mental health is like, That's how I would describe it. So
it's a meh situation.
It's somewhere between and meh and oh and and shut up. No, that's what I'm trying to get it to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it to shut up.
We gotta get you up there.
Yeah. Where it is. We gotta get me way all to the top. But yeah, so I haven't. Well, I guess I showered last night. So and I took a bath. So I double cleaned last night.
Oh my God. That's like a full body double cleanse.
Oh my God.
So luxurious.
I know. Well, because I was going out in public and then I came back and I was like, now I need a bath to calm down. So then, so I didn't shower this morning because, you still feel somewhat fresh. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever. And I put on.
You don't want to dry your skin out.
No, I don't want to. Oh my God. Well, so I just put on this Rolling Stones t-shirt and these black joggers that I have that are very cozy. They're basically pajamas. Yeah. And then I was just doing some freelance work today, doing some podcast stuff, just boop, in my home. It's fine. I don't have to go anywhere. But then I'm taking a ceramics class downtown.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was like, oh crap, I gotta go do that thing. And so I walked, and so I'm like, oh good, I'm already wearing sweats. But then it's like, oh, I haven't washed my hair since 2 days ago. It's fine, but I've slept on it. I just put it like in a little like bun or whatever. I had no makeup on. I put on some sunscreen because I was going outside, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went into public. And then I was like, just thinking about, I had no sunglasses on. I was wearing my glasses. I was just like squinty, and I was like walking all fast, you know, like listening with like one.
Scurrying, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like scurrying to get to this class. And then I leave it. We go on the way home, we like run an errand, and we like went and had dinner, and I'm just like sitting there, and I'm like, I'm in public, I'm covered in like white dust. There's like shit all over my pants from the ceramics class. My hands are very dry because and you're working with clay to get really dry. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, oh my God, I would have never left the house like this before now. And now I don't care. And it's not until I'm like in the middle of dinner out, like people are around us, I'm like, someone might know me and see me, like a neighbor or something, and be like, Nicole,
are you okay?
Are you okay?
But have you been handling anthrax? Like, what's going on here?
Why are you covered in white powder?
Yeah.
Do you have a Coke problem? Do you have a huge Coke problem? Are you making Coke? It looked like it, because it's like are you?
Oh, are you working construction now?
Yeah. Are you? Oh my God, when did you start painting houses? Like, truly, it's just like there is so much shit all over me. But also, it feels good. It's like
liberating.
A low-key humble brag.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I was making stuff with my hands.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So
I love that.
Yeah, not really my fucked up, but I mean, it kind of is. I'm gonna take a bath after this. I'm just gonna stew in my own juices. I don't give a shit.
You're gonna make clay all over again. We're gonna reconstitute all the clay dust. Make a little base in the bathtub.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make like a starchy bathtub water. Like suddenly it's gonna feel very thick, and then I'm gonna go, oh yeah, there was clay everywhere.
Or maybe it's like that therapeutic clay where it like pulls all the impurities out of your body.
Yeah, where you like put it on you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You shouldn't do that in your own bathtub.
Mm-mm.
Do that at a place.
Yeah, I feel like you don't
want to clog your own shit.
Yeah, you don't want to cause a fatberg in your home. You know. A clay fatberg.
Yeah, no, you do not want that. Ugh. You don't want, I was gonna say you don't want all that silt up in your slit either. But
nobody wants a silty slit.
No, but you probably get that if you go to a spa anyway. But you just got to make sure they like hose it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, do you have a fucked up thing this week?
I don't. It's been just a long week. Just shit is just always happening, I guess. It's life,
I know. Look, there's so much heavy stuff going on, and I feel like I opened or not opened up about, but I just like mentioned it in the Discord. Dude, all that fucking stuff in Iran is weighing heavy on my heart. Fucking Florida right now is not doing so well. Arizona just rolled back a bunch of like abortion fucking freedoms, and it's a nightmare to be in Arizona right now. Like everywhere is just so fucking brutal, man.
I feel like it's going to be an interesting end of the year here, I think. So everybody just hang on. We can do it. Let's just stay up.
Yep.
I upped my, well, not recently, but I got my Zoloft. I'm doing great. So
yeah, Zoloft's popping.
My Zoloft is popping. So.
Yeah, I know. I'm making homemade baked goods. That's a little bit of my coping. I'm watching Gilmore Girls. I'm doing the things that make me feel better.
That's
baths, pretty much nightly.
Mm-hmm.
I have to, and I watch Gilmore Girls in there. Yeah. It's a delight. It is. I'm like, why doesn't everyone do this every day?
Take baths and watch Gilmore Girls.
It's so nice.
Bitch, I'm very jealous.
You take a bath after this.
It's too much trouble for me. I mean, it's not. I love a bath, but like when I've been like kind of sweaty, like during the day, like my house is warm, so I'm not ready for. It's not bath season for me.
It's not bath season at your home yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
well, have a mental bath, whatever that means to you, whatever that means to anyone. Like do your little things to make you feel nice, because man, it is just so hard.
I know. I just want to dive into a nice, cool pool, maybe.
Don't say dive.
Well,
shut up.
Today's topic, this is a segue.
Yeah.
Is about, it's so dumb. It's so stressful. Yeah. But it's also history. So it's going to be fun.
It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. It's dumb fun.
Dumb fun. And I say diving is a segue because the person we're going to talk about is a guy who was jumping off stuff all the time, namely waterfalls. And he was a daredevil, and he was pretty fucking cool, I think.
Pretty fucking unhinged, I think.
Pretty fucking wild, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Pretty fucking it's too bad. I mean, they said don't go chasing waterfalls, but it's too bad TLC didn't exist before this man, because maybe they would have warned him a little bit, like, hey man,
it's don't you don't need to jump off that waterfall. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, don't chase that waterfall.
No, don't chase it. Fucking jump in a lake, dude.
Yeah. So this guy was his name was Sam Patch. He was known as the Jersey Jumper, the Daring Yankee, or the Yankee Leaper. That last one, I don't know about that.
Yankee Leaper?
Yeah, it sounds terrible. I don't know.
Why? Because it's like leper almost or something?
A leaper? Like
a Yankee Leaper. I don't know, but a lot of the articles I read, like when they talk about him doing his jumps, they say like flung a lot, and that's upsetting to me.
Oh, flung, yeah.
There's so many things about this that are like, ugh.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I just don't like any of it.
Well, this guy, Sam Patch, he became the first famous American Daredevil. And this is like back in the day, you guys. He became the first famous American Daredevil after successfully jumping from a raised platform into the Niagara River near the base of Niagara Falls in 1829.
Oh my God.
So this was like almost 200 years ago. This guy was like, I don't know if you guys have ever been to Niagara Falls. It's like, I haven't. It's an intense fucking thing. It's
loud,
very loud. It's very overwhelming almost. Yeah. It's massive in scale, and there's like tons of rocks around it. So it's like, to think that somebody just jumped into the water.
It's aggressive. It's aggressive.
It's an aggressive thing to have done.
Yeah. Especially, and he did it multiple times.
Yeah, he did it twice.
Yeah.
He survived, and he did it with just the clothes on his back.
Yeah.
Twice.
Well, he did it successfully twice.
Well, he didn't. He did other waterfalls. That's the Niagara Falls he moved on from. But this guy, he was raised in Rhode Island in Pawtucket, and was just always jumping off shit, even as a little kid. He was this, little daredevil, even as a lot of boys are wont to do. They're jumping off shit.
Yeah.
He was a child laborer at a cotton mill, and he would jump off the mill dam to entertain all the other little child laborers.
Oh my God. That's how you know things are bad. They're like, watch this. I'm going to maybe kill myself for entertainment because our lives are so fucking garbage.
Yeah, because we're child laborers.
We're child laborers, and like we grew up fast.
Yeah, it's rough. It's a rough sitch.
It's rough. Yeah. That's sad.
Yeah, life was hard back then. So people just needed a little little thrill here and there, and also just some entertainment. So he was doing it.
Yeah.
And then as he got older, his jumps got higher and more daring. He would start, he would jump off, big rock at a quarry or something, and everybody would be like, all his friends were like, that was sick, hell yeah, and they like egg him on, and he finally just like would go and jump off of some other high shit, and he's like, yeah, shit, this is fun, I like this. So as he got older, he started more savvy, he started marketing his stunts to make a little bit of money from the crowds that would gather to watch him jump off shit.
Oh my God. This is the thing where I'm like, what the fact that people would come watch this for entertainment, it's like, read a book, people. Could people not read then?
No, of course they could.
But was it like everybody could read? I don't know, because I'm just like,
I don't know what the literacy rates were then, but yeah. I mean, it was...
Why don't you?
Shut up. It was post-Revolutionary War. We were trying to build up the nation,
Yeah.
All the infrastructure was like, barely existent. People were just trying to scrape by. It was a
free.
kind of...
They could go watch this thing for free. I get it.
Yes.
But it's also like...
But not free, because he's like, hey, give me money to jump off this thing. You guys dare me to jump off this thing? I'll take some money if you want to give me some.
True. He took like tips and donations and shit. Like, but it was mostly free. Like anybody could just go walk. I mean, you could just go walk over and be like, what's going on here?
I don't know, man. I think this is like pretty fucking standard human behavior and interest, because like we're still watching people on TikTok do stupid shit like this all the time.
I'm not. Oh my God.
It makes me sweat just thinking about
I'm
somebody
cringing.
Jumping off something. Yeah.
I just had a thing on my back.
Yeah, I hate it. But
I hate it.
People were like, I've never seen anything like this before. I've never seen a person willingly throw themselves off of a bridge for fun and like survive, and I love this. This is great entertainment. This is like this is what it is. This is what else is somebody gonna do? They're like, I have to work on this fucking farm all day. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna go watch this guy jump off a bridge real quick for a quick 15-minute break. And
true, like it's gonna be dark soon, and I'm gonna have to go read by candlelight or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
my life is hard.
I know. And maybe
bitch, go to bed.
Go to bed. Shut up.
Yeah, so he was just like jumping off shit, and he decided, okay, I need a challenge. So September 30th, 1827, he jumped off the 70-foot Passaic Falls. This is the Great Falls of Patterson in New Jersey. So he's not just in Rhode Island anymore. He's branching out to New Jersey. Yeah. A huge crowd gathered, and they were amazed when he jumped and survived. Like 70 feet is fucking high.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah. Plus, I think it was like this. The falls are 70 feet, and then they were building this like observation deck on top of it. So it was like even maybe almost 80 feet total. Like it was high, and there was people gathered. What I read is people were gathered because they were watching the construction of this platform being built, which checks out. People are fucking bored, dude. They'll watch anything. This is what I'm saying. It's like, come watch this guy, or watch that crew over there nail some wood together to make this observation.
I don't know,
deck.
man.
People are like having a picnic next to it and just like, oh, isn't this exciting?
Dude, if you got little kids, you're taking your kids to watch some fucking construction site shit. I'm telling you. So this people again, this all is very in line with modern day humans too. So human behavior.
I'm surprised he didn't get arrested, because he like stripped down to his chonies and his like undershirt and just like flung himself off this thing. But people were so into it. That's the thing. If he would have done that and everyone would have been like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like if their reaction was like, dork, What was that? You know? Ew, why are you in your underwear? I bet he would have been arrested. But everybody was like, did you fucking see that? Like, bro, oh my God.
That was sick. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that air you got, dude.
Also, I don't think they had that any laws against this existed at the time, because it was like nobody was doing this. Everybody was just trying to live their lives. You know, there was like, they were like not like many daredevils going out there doing this thing.
I was more thinking like what Choni's perspective, like we could see the outline of your dick, sir, like, but no one cared. They were so excited. And also it probably shrunk up way up because that's a scary thing, and the water was probably cold. Yeah. So
yeah, I agreed. Yeah. So he did this. He jumped off this Passaic Falls in New Jersey. Yeah. And he was like, everybody was like, hell yeah, that ruled. So he was like, oh, fuck yeah, okay. Starts becoming kind of a name around town, around New Jersey. Like, this fucking guy's jumping off shit. Have you seen him yet? Have you been to one of his shows yet? It's crazy. So he does it a few more times. And he starts branching out, not just jumping off of observation decks or like rocks or whatever. He's jumping off bridges, factory walls, and ship masts.
Oh my God.
Just anything that's high. And so he did a
jump
into water. Yeah. Not just like, he would. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how smart or not smart this man is.
I think he understands like not jumping into water would be very bad. Like, he's stupid, but he's not that stupid.
Yeah.
He did a jump in Hoboken, New Jersey that was 100 feet high. That was like his highest jump yet. Yeah. And after that, people started calling him Patch the Jersey Jumper. And that's what, like around that time, that's when he really started feeling himself. And he had a fucking catchphrase and everything. He would say before, he would like kind of give a little speech before he jumped, like every time he'd do a jump, like to get his like, you know, nerves out or whatever. He'd do a little like shout to the crowd. And his catchphrase was right before he jumped would be, "Some things can be done as well as others."
What?
Yeah, I like what? I don't know. You know what? I was like I was like, is this just a precursor to Nike's Just Do It? Like,
yeah,
but only more words in its old timey speak, you know?
Well, and also, is the meaning of this, some things can be done as well as others, like in comparison, like you could do this as well as that, like in terms of how good you do it? Or is it like, some things can be done as well as others? It's like, you could do this or you could do this. Like, I don't understand, like which
in
one.
Addition to, yeah.
Like, you could do this also, and or you could do this. Like,
I think it's like as well as good as, not in addition to.
But I don't either one doesn't make sense to me. No, but you know what, it's like old English, like 1820s bullshit. So maybe this made sense then, and we've lost the context for it. It's like getting jiggy with it or something. It's
like D's nuts, like of the time. Like, I don't know.
It's like the like, shudder of the time. D's nuts. Gross.
It's like,
P.S. This was a shitty week. Coolio fucking died.
Oh yeah, fuck.
That's rude. I fucking hated it.
I know, that sucked.
I know.
God damn
I didn't mean to bring it down, but I just was reminded because I don't know. In the 90s.
R.I.P. Coolio.
R.I.P. You had a fantastic voyage, my friend.
Yeah,
I hope
you're having a fantastic voyage. Yeah. That every time I see that Airbnb commercial, for the the slide category one.
Yeah.
It's I'm like,
that's a bop.
It's such a bop.
Well, and you know what? Some things can be done as well as others.
What does it mean?
That applies here. It's so vague. It could apply at any time, anywhere.
I do. I think you're right though. I think it was like maybe like a phrase of the time. Like
yeah.
You know, that was what the kids were saying. Because he was like a 20-something-year-old man at this point in time.
Yeah, it's like being like on fleek and then like jumping off a cliff or something. God, so weird.
What are those? And then he jumps. I don't know. What's another thing the kids say?
Now I don't know what kids say. I know what people say like on TikTok or whatever. It's like being like, it's about damn time, and then they jump, and then he's like doing a dance in the air or whatever. Yeah,
exactly. It's God. Bad bitch o'clock. It's thick 30, and then he jumps. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I did love Lizzo playing speaking of 200-year-old things, the crystal flute.
Dude, that was amazing. I got very emotional about it.
Oh, it was
not
incredible.
On stage. The on stage one was interesting, but I couldn't really hear it. But then I loved when she was like in
the Library of Congress.
And she was playing it, and you could hear it was like haunting. It was like
because of the acoustics in there. Yeah.
And it just sounded so beautiful. And I love that she was just blowing everyone's minds. Like, cause she's actually a great flautist. Like people were like, she picked up everyone she picked up. She knew how to play, and it made it sound amazing. And that's hard.
Yeah. It was unbelievable. Yeah. Amazing.
She continues to be a fucking
delight.
She's not even a superstar. She's like galactic. Do you know what I mean? I feel like her imprint on society is going to be so much more than we can even understand at this point.
Oh, agreed. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, let's get back to this asshole. Fucking idiot.
Stupid idiot. Like, if this fucking guy can go down in history and have like shit named after him, my God. Okay. So he said this dumbass catchphrase. And like that, people like were obsessed. They were like, this guy is doing the most. It's so fun. We love him. He went viral, so to speak. And people were like, we want more. And he's like, yeah, me too. I love jumping off shit. So he was hungry for the adrenaline rush, hungry for more fame. And so that's why when he was given the idea and opportunity to do a bigger and crazier jump, he leapt at it.
Shut up.
I'm sorry. Sorry for that. Oh my God.
You had to do it. It's fine. Also,
had to do it.
He went viral, or he went Niagaral? Is that a thing?
Could be. Well, it is now. Yeah, so he went to Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went October 7th, 1829. He jumped off of a platform into the depths of Niagara Falls. And I guess they erected this because, like I was saying, if you've been in Niagara Falls, there's nothing but rocks right at the bottom of like right where the water hits. Yeah. So I think what they had to do was like make a kind of platform that kind of jutted out off of Goat Island, which is in between the two sets of falls. So there's like this like land little goat. It's called Goat Island that divides the American side from the Horseshoe Falls on the Canadian side.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. And so, right. And also, because he has to get like a good angle or whatever.
Yeah. He has to be able to like kind of angle away from the rocks to clear them to jump into the river below, into the Niagara River. And also there is like so much water coming down that it'll like suck you under. In a current if you don't clear far enough away. So if the rocks don't kill you, the getting like kind of sucked under from the sheer force of all the water coming down will
the pressure
get you.
Dude, okay, and that's like what they didn't understand at this point, which is why this is wild, because he fucking jumped and survived. Like on October 7th, he jumped in. It was fine. And according to the Evening Post, like the New York Evening Post, Sam Patched walked out clad in white and with great deliberation put his hands close to his side and jumped from the platform. He fucking did a pencil jump.
Yeah, it's like it's like the best thing to do if you're jumping from that high of a
True,
height.
because you want the least amount of surface to hit the water.
Yeah, and you want your feet to hit for, you know, your legs are like have the strongest bones, I think, in them. So,
oh my God,
you could kind of like aerodynamically like pierce the water without your body taking the brunt of too much. Yeah.
So he put his hands close to his side and jumped from the platform into the midst of the vast gulf of foaming waters from which none of humankind had ever before emerged in life. Wild.
It's so wild.
Basically, this man jumped into Niagara Falls and fucking came out and was like, yeah, huzzah! And
at first, like, people were like, oh, fuck, where is he? What happened? Where'd he go? Oh, no, is he dead? Because, like, they didn't see him. But he'd already, like, swam to shore and was, like, sitting there, like, bop, 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 bop.
Like some sort of illusion. Like, it's like, look over there. And then he's like, I'm over here now.
Yeah. Well, everybody was just, like, watching for him to come up. Like, I don't know. They're like, where's he going to come up? But he'd already, like, crossed and was, like, downstream and, like, on the shore. So, yeah.
My nightmare.
It's crazy.
This is how I don't want to die, is drowning.
Oh, my God.
Which is why I would never jump into the falls. Well, and then just 10 days later, he was like, I did it. I'm going to do it again. And
yeah, I guess because like the crowd wasn't as big as it could have been. I think it was like raining and like he was late to jump. And so everybody, like, the crowd had dispersed. So he was like, I got to do it again.
Oh my God. So he did. But this time he was like, oh, I want to do it again. But also he was always thinking, how can I get people that have already seen this back out? Mm-hmm. And like, you know, he's a marketing man. He's trying to make a buck. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I'll make, on top of this platform, I'll put 2 ladders and another little platform. So he like fucking MacGyvered some sort of like Home Depot tree house. He just was like,
oh my God.
Like,
just so precarious. It's just so like, scary.
This is not the kind of thing where you want to cut corners. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to walk to the edge and the board's loose and you just fall off of it onto the rocks below. Like, you need it to be sturdy.
Also, they're not doing any kind, like, he's just out here. He's like, nobody's doing any kind of tests. Like, nobody's doing any
There's
kind of.
There's no foreman, like, checking. No. There's no, like, person surveying
It's only him. He's just like, man, this looks cool. You know what? Let's make it a little higher. You think you can bring a ladder over here?
Oh my God.
Maybe put a little board. Yeah, that's cool. All right.
Ridiculous.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So he just wanted to get higher and higher.
Yeah.
So yeah, he does the jump again. A reporter from a Buffalo, New York newspaper saw his so that's 125 feet now.
Yes. Oh yes.
He saw the jump along with a bunch of people and claimed the quote, jump of Patch is the greatest feat of the kind ever effected by man. He may now challenge the universe for a competitor.
Oh my God. But nobody wanted to compete. Like, they're like, yeah, this is your thing. You may now go out into the world and tell others and they can challenge you. And when, assuming he did that, everyone's like, no, thank you.
This seems stupid and absolutely not a thing that I want to do. Thank you very much. I'm okay.
Hinged. I'm perfectly hinged.
I like being alive. It's not something that I am looking to do. Like, this is the thing. I think it's hard to overstate how this was not a thing at all. Like, this didn't even cross other people's minds. Like, people were just, this had never occurred to somebody, I think, since before. I mean, I'm sure there's like tightrope walkers and shit in other parts of the world, but I'm saying, like, in America at this time, it was fucking gnarly. Like, we were scrapping. We're trying to build up this nation. It's a brand new fucking experiment here. Still is. And people were like working on building their lives and building a nation. And this guy just like was head in the clouds. Like, I'm going to jump off shit. That seems like the cool thing to do for me. So this is like as a mindset, as a part of culture was non-existent at the time. So he is kind of pioneering this like this I don't know, this kind of
like sport?
Daring I don't know,
extreme sport.
So I don't know.
But I'm glad you specified because like that this was like new America, because I think cliff jumping has been something that like a lot of Polynesian like cultures have done, like Samoan people, also indigenous people in America. I'm sure in certain parts like this was a part of their culture. So yeah, it just, I guess like for like the white colonizers, like they were like, like we're just like working ourselves to the bone. We don't really know what this is. Like, we come from places where the water's freezing ass cold and we don't want to jump in it.
Also, it was just like this impulse too that just didn't occur to people. I think you know, it was fanciful and superfluous to think this way, I think, at this time.
I think so. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, to be like reckless like this.
Yeah.
People weren't like that then.
It was survival mode with everything. Yeah, so if somebody watches this guy and they're like, this guy is just taking his life into his own hands here, and he's just flying off a waterfall. It's
flinging.
It's wild. So he does it twice. And then he's like, I need another fucking waterfall. I've been there, done that with Niagara Falls. So literally like a month later, he's like, it's November 6th. He wants to do it again. But this time he went to Rochester, New York to challenge the 94-foot high falls of the Genesee River. So he's already over Niagara Falls. Like,
oh my God. Could you imagine? He's just like, whatever.
Yeah. Like, I'm good. I've already been there. Like I said, been there, done that.
Oh my
God. New challenge. So the people were like, he's known now. He is this Niagara Falls stunt just really put him, like, he was already pretty famous, but this was like, he became pretty legendary after he did the Niagara Falls jump. Yeah. So people also, were like,
these are close together. Niagara Falls and Rochester, New York are close, like within, a day's travel in that time. So like, word spreading.
Yeah. This is, I mean, like newspapers are available and people are reading all about him. So he has, ads, like paper ads flyers being sent out. It's like as viral as it can get at this time. Yeah. So tons of people show up for this jump. Between 6,000 and 8,000 people came to watch this jump.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So like there's ads in the newspaper. It's going off.
Oh my God.
And it's just like the way that they advertised it too is just so funny. It's like, he's an expert. This is what he does. Like, nothing can go wrong. Like, come bring your friends and family.
Yeah, no mistakes. They're like, this is it. It's fun for everyone. And they also, I mean, his reasoning for also like asking the newspapers to kind of talk about this was so that he could make money. Like they were like, hey, come out here. Like, and also if you can donate, that would be great. And give him a big tip.
Yeah, they would specify in the ad, like, give him some money to pay for his expenses in traveling here to bring us this wonderful show.
Expenses. Yeah. What expenses do you have? A fucking swimsuit?
I mean, it's expensive to travel even then.
I guess, yeah. He doesn't even have a life jacket or anything though, but it's not. But it's just like the expenses are minimal for this man who's just showing up and jumping off a cliff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. He's got to eat.
Yeah. He's got to eat.
He's got to rent
a horse. And I guess he's not
horse.
Working. He's not working, clearly, because he's just fucking bopping around and jumping off things. So
yeah.
This is his work, I guess.
Yeah. So he's got a huge crowd this time.
Yeah.
But this time, and this is so random. I don't know what
it's traumatic to me.
It's fucked. This is like the most fucked up thing. I don't know why he did this, but he got like a pet bear at some point.
Which is like, do you buy it? Do you adopt it? Do you probably just steal it? Like, bears were not pets then. Bears were not domesticated. So, like, where did he get this pet bear?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like, I don't know. He just shows up in Rochester, New York with a bear. It's like a, adolescent bear cub.
He shows up with a bear. I wonder if he dressed it to look like him. Like, are they wearing matching swimsuits and like have like the same hairstyles and shit?
I mean, I guess it's like it's part circus act, so it's it fits in some way. It's like he's trying to build his act a little bit more. And animals always help with that. People are like, oh, fucking, not only are we getting this guy jumping off of a huge waterfall, he also has a fucking bear, you guys.
Dude. Okay, before we even like say the next part, I want to say the bear survives. Because I just don't want anyone to feel bad, because I felt bad reading this, but the bear survives. So let me just say that.
Yeah.
But he so this is according to the Rochester Public Library's account of the event. Sam Patch took the bear by the collar. He's like getting ready to jump. He's with his bear. He's just got his bear up there. Yeah, he's got his bear. His like very loyal man's best friend of the time, because these times were really fucked up. So bears were man's best friend. He took the bear by the collar and pushed it over the falls into the turbulent water below. Like, he just like fucking chucked the bear by the collar into the fucking.
He just yeets this fucking bear into the water.
Dude.
He's like, here you go, fucking yogi. Like, bye.
I bet everyone gasped. I bet everyone was like, and then just waited as the bear's like, brrr, or it's like, ha ha hooey, or whatever, like over the side. It fucking goes into the water, and then after like a second, it bobs back up and it's alive. And he's like, all right. And then he's like, well, I guess we're good to go. And he jumped in after the bear, and they both survived.
That was like the most like testing he'd ever done of a jump before, like to make sure it was safe.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he was like animal testing or whatever. Like, it wasn't good.
It's so fucked up. Oh my God.
I get, but how else do you test that? I guess by just doing it.
I don't know. He just, I mean, this is not to say that he's not like kind of scoping out the like,
sure,
the water and the depth and all that beforehand, but still, he's just throwing a bear off.
It's so unhinged.
It's just very, very early America. It's just very
early. Like, honestly, the only thing that would make this more American was if it was like a fucking eagle with no wings, or like if it was like a bald eagle that couldn't fly, and he just like kicked it. He just like drop kicked it off the falls.
Oh my God. Yeah. So he does this. He makes the jump. It's great. Everybody is in attendance. Cheers. He goes into the crowd afterwards to get that money.
Get his tuppence. Yeah.
And people like give some money, but like not enough.
Yeah.
He's like, really?
Yeah.
Saul?
He's like, I guess I have to do this shit again.
Yeah. He's like, y'all are fucking not it with the money. I need more money.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm gonna do it again, guys.
Yeah. It wasn't worth his while. It wasn't worth his while. Yeah.
The juice was not worth the squeeze on this first jump.
That's right.
Maybe people would have given more money if he wouldn't have thrown a fucking bear off first.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
They were like turned off by the by the animal cruelty. Yeah,
I think that's it. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, so he's like, okay, I need to make a little more money to make this fucking trip to Rochester worth it. So yeah, I'll do another one. So like just a couple days later, like the next week, he planned his next jump for November 13th.
It was a Friday the 13th.
That's
retro.
Bad sign number one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And in order to bring some of the crowds that had seen his previous jumps, he built another platform. Like he built another platform on top of
a platform on top of a platform.
Yeah, platform on top of a platform. To just like bring it all, bring more drama, bring more height, bring more pizzazz, bring more, everything.
Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, give it to the people. What do the people want? They want the drama. So he had this. He also worked with the local newspaper again. He's like, we need a bigger ad. We need it splashier, pun intended. We need it to be like,
we need it to leap off the page.
Yes, we need to draw.
Pun intended.
Leap. Yeah. How far flung can you get this ad? I just want to see it all. And so they had this ad, and the main takeaway, like the leading copy of this ad said, "Higher yet, Sam's last jump." And this was a big fucking oops.
Yeah. He meant last jump of like the season,
Right. Of like right now.
Because it's November. It's cold as fuck. Of the year. This is his last jump of the year.
Yeah.
But, as he gets up there, he's getting ready for his final jump.
Yeah.
And as I was saying, his custom of delivering a little speech before he does it.
Yeah.
He kind of starts doing this rambling speech in which he compared himself, and he did this often. He compared himself to lots of great historical figures before in a lot of his speeches. And in this particular speech, 100%.
Yeah.
He said something like, Napoleon was a great man and a great general.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, I feel like that's like almost treason. He conquered great armies and he conquered nations, but he couldn't jump the Genesee Falls. And to that I say, did anyone ask Napoleon to jump the Genesee Falls? Was Napoleon a cliff jumper? Like, how do we know he couldn't jump the Genesee Falls? How do we know he was all the way in fucking France? He was exiled on Elba. Like, what's he supposed to? He's not going to jump off.
Fucking, does he know Napoleon was never in the United States? Also, he's like not. Everybody's just like listening to him ramble on about Napoleon, similar to what you're doing now, listening to us talk about Napoleon, and everybody's just like, jump, just jump.
We don't give a fuck about Napoleon. And so he's like giving this rambling speech, and like witnesses later argue whether or not he was drunk, or had just like taken a couple like shots because it was cold as fuck out, to like warm his body and like
my God,
take the edge off the nerves. So who's to say? But he seemed maybe a little inebriated.
Oof.
No one knows for sure. So who's to say if he was drunk or not? But when he jumped after his speech, after he said what was his saying again?
Something good as others.
Some things can be done as well as others.
Right.
He jumps, and from the beginning, it just like didn't. It looked fine at the start, but then as he starts going down, something wasn't right. The Evening Post described it as this: after descending the first third of the way as handsomely as he ever did, he evidently began to droop. His arms were extended, his legs separated, and in this condition he struck the water and sunk forever. There's an exclamation mark at the end.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so something went wrong. Who knows? Like
he passed out or something?
Yeah, I read something where it was like there was a huge temperature change, and that like broke like some blood vessels or something, and it maybe like made him, I don't know, kind of lose his his balance or his, I don't know, like something like weird happened.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I don't know for sure, but he didn't make it. He hit the water really hard. Everybody heard the splash. Usually, he'd go feet first and you couldn't really hear too much.
It'd be like
a
bloop. Yeah.
like he'd hold his body in really tight so that he was like aerodynamic coming down, but because he was like kind of splayed out, I think his body like hit the water really hard and probably killed him on impact, or like broke his back or something. Knocked him out.
If he wasn't already dead from like from whatever happened midway.
Yeah, something weird happened. Yeah. But yeah, the crowd was like shocked, didn't know what was going on. They were waiting to see if he'd pop out somewhere downstream. And there was no sign of him. So nobody could find his body for days and days and days. And the rumor at the time was that he was hiding out in a cave and pranking everybody to build up like, you know, more lore around his final jump. But unfortunately, that was not the case. He definitely died, and it would be 4 months before his remains were discovered 7 miles downstream. So,
dude, this is so traumatic. Oh, there was they advertised this in the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
There was families there, like, watching this. Oh, it's so upsetting. But that's why they went, you know? There was always
because there's always that chance
that he would die. But you don't want to see someone die. That's the thing. People think they do. You don't.
Mm-mm.
I don't think you do. But maybe this is what I was thinking earlier, and I've lost my thought. But, like, what if, like, death was treated differently back then?
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe it wasn't as scary to people, and like it was just a thing, and people were kind of like, well, if they're gonna do that, it's their prerogative, you know, like they might die, I don't know, whatever, we'll get ice cream after.
People were still like getting hung in public, like, you know.
Oh yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, this was like a
like
yeah.
You know, like I don't think it was. I think maybe it was like people were kind of inured to that kind of. Like you're saying, the
brutality and death was, and just more
the fragility
around.
of
people
life.
Didn't die in a hospice. People weren't dying in hospitals like they do now, or in old age homes. People were dying in their beds, in your living room, wherever. Yeah. Like, I think death was just a lot less clean than it sterile.
It was a lot more up close and personal, I think.
Yes. Yeah, and so maybe people didn't have as big of a aversion to it, you know.
Also, you know, little like babies and little kids died a lot all the time.
Yeah.
You know, from just childhood illnesses, like death was just like constantly around, and I think you know, it was like you're saying, dealt with very differently. Which is why this whole concept of him just doing this was so radical, because you know, people were not surviving like into old age as easily, or even, you know, making it out of childhood without some sort of, you know, lifelong sickness or dying, you know, very young. So it was wild to see a perfectly healthy man in his prime of his life doing something so reckless.
Yeah.
When death was all around, and it was like, you know, I don't know.
But what kind of life was he living, having been like a child laborer and like having to work in this factory job this whole
in poverty,
his whole life
like,
in poverty? Like you never get ahead. So like the fact that he did this, he was living his life, you know, like it's fascinating. It's such a philosophical like.
Oh yeah, when you dig a little deeper and think about it, yeah, for sure. Like I definitely think like that was the mindset just didn't exist the way it does now. I think with like people just, you know, having more outlets and more possibilities to kind of stretch that thrill-seeking kind of muscle or scratch that itch, I guess. I don't know.
Or just ways to feel fulfilled. You know, we have so many like that aren't necessarily thrill seeking, but there's so many ways that people can feel fulfilled and still work to support like our capitalist society, you know, 14 hours a day or whatever. You know, so
yeah. That's, I mean, honestly, pretty revolutionary of him to just like kind of just take his
like fuck off and do whatever he wanted.
Yeah, and do this like extreme fucking thing. So I don't know, kind of wild, kind of cool, kind of stupid. But yeah, after he died, the like legend around him just grew and grew and grew until he was just like a full-blown folk hero. As the years went on, he was written about in poems and stories, and he was also the hero of a series of theatrical plays by actor Dan Marble, entitled
Dan Marble,
the Dan Marble. The first play was entitled Sam Patch, the Yankee Jumper, followed by Sam Patch at Home, a London tour of Sam Patch in France, and Sam Patch the Jumper. I think this is the origin of sequels no one asked for or wanted, honestly. Like, just this is like the Fast and Furious of its day. Like,
I love Sam Patch at Home. Was that like the like very heady intellectual play? It's just like him by the fire, like talking about all. Oh my God. Well, nothing was as good as
I'm a huge fan of the London tour of Sam Patch in France. I really am. I love the European. It's like European vacation. This is that.
Yeah. Vegas vacation, summer vacation, Christmas vacation.
Yeah, you have the introduction of Sam Patch the Yankee Jumper. That's the surface. You're seeing all his jumps. Then you get Sam Patch at Home, the more introspective art house vibes. Then you get the European kind of silly caper, and then Sam Patch the Jumper, which is like the Logan of the series in the MCU. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's like, the very like gritty, dark.
It's the Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, it's the Christopher.
Yeah, it's the Christopher Nolan installment. Oh yeah, but I actually, my favorite came out in like 1996, Patch Splatums, featuring not Robin Williams, because bless his heart, but fucking Patch Splatums. I just couldn't think of this without thinking of Patch Adams, and then it's Patch Splatums.
Oh, damn it. God damn it. Jesus.
Oh, no.
Well, another part of his legacy is that President racist ass Andrew Jackson named his horse Sam Patch in Patch's honor. I think that's all. It was pretty straightforward, and live fast, die young.
Yeah.
Jump high.
Patch Splatums.
Die young.
Jump high, die young. Yeah. He did live. He lived high. Live, splash, die young. Jump, splash, die young. Patch Adams. Sam Patch does it well. Patch Splatums does it well. Is that rude? Yeah. It's been a long time. We're over it. It's been almost 200 years. Holy fuck shit.
Almost 200 years, yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
Yep. Well,
I think then we're in the clear.
I think we're in the clear, yeah.
Yeah, we can make fun of this bitch.
Yeah. Well, all right. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Go to our website. It's DTFUpodcast.com. All kinds of fun stuff on there, including links to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/DTFUpodcast. We also have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/DTFUpodcast. We got
Podcast, all the social medias.
All the social media. Including TikTok. We are cool and young and hip. Young-ish.
Youngish.
And that's it. Anything else?
No.
All right. Well, the only thing I have left to say is stay excellent to yourselves.
And each other. I thought you were gonna say something about doing it well. You could do things, and you could also do other things well.
As well. You could do this, or you could do that too.
Oh my God.
You could do this, or you could also do that. Right? Is that what he says? No?
I don't know. Some things can be done as well as others.
That's it. All right. Well,
some things could be done as well. Some things can be done as excellent as others.
That's right. Do it.
Wow. Shut up.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.